strike. Spear hand, pivot into horse stance, block high, and strike to the groin. I'm sorry, block high and punch. This is a sun punch. Now, I'm facing backwards from where I first started, so I'll move over to demonstrate. This should be facing 6 o'clock behind where you first started. Boom, from this position, step back with your left foot into right forward stance. Your hands will come to your ears, the thumb tucked in, double chop to the neck. Right hand draws back, chambers, left hand starts to draw back, and then palm strike to the face. This is all done in a right forward stance. Now, shift to your left, another palm strike. Notice my legs shifting like so. Boom, boom. So I start out here, now I shift here. The right palm strike. Now we're gonna shift to the right again, punch. Reverse punch coming from the waist. Okay, so we went chop, palm strike, shift, shift, and punch. Now, you need to draw an imaginary point behind your right foot and off to the right, and you're gonna step there with your left foot, like so. And you will pivot naturally into left stance, left forward stance. If you end up in a horse stance, you've gone too far. From here, with your left foot behind and right forward stance, step behind and to the right. Notice about the relationship of my feet. Pivot here, and then you will punch. So it looks like this. 1, 2, punch, step, punch. Okay? So by now, I'm facing back forward the way I was originally facing, with my right foot forward. Grab the collar of your opponent, sink once again into dragon stance, left foot, left knee almost touching the ground, but not quite, and strike to the groin with a spear hand. Now, I'm sorry, left foot should be forward, my mistake. Left foot should be forward. So we've just gone double chop, palm strike, right palm strike, left reverse punch, step behind, right reverse punch. Left foot is forward, grab your opponent's collar, sink, and strike to the groin. Stepping back, feet together, hands together, step out into horse stance, forearm block, high forearm block. Blocking a kick here and blocking a hammer fist here. Above the head, not right on top of the head, so they can still hit you, but high enough that they can defend against, that you can defend against their attack. So horse stance, and then a salute. So once again, you've done the chop, palm strike, punch, step, spin around, punch. Your left foot is forward. Grab the collar, sink, bending your right knee but not touching the ground, strike. Step back, hands together, feet together, horse stance. Blocking, then salute. Okay, now we'll demonstrate it from a side angle. So you can see all of it. Let me. In a Kung Fu form, I will always end up facing the same direction I started, but I will not necessarily be in the same place, unlike Taekwondo, but I will almost always end up facing the same direction I started. Okay, that's what's necessary for the 8th yellow is Hung 1. The 7th yellow, slightly easier form, Hung 2. Okay, first move we're going to do is we're going to step out with the left foot into a lunge stance. A little bit wider than a forward stance. Our hands go to our waist, stepping out, and our palms out, strike to the temple or the eyes with your spear hand, coming from the side. So, here, except that should be a right foot, I'm sorry. Right foot stepping out, palms out, fingers striking to the eyes of the temple. From here, from this lunge stance, hands go in the dragon formation that you'll learn in the Tail of the Dragon technique and the Dragon Animal Self-Defense. You're going to retreat, your right foot steps behind your left foot, going back behind the direction you started facing. Hands here, step out, and Tail of the Dragon, like so. This is blocking, this is punching, a simultaneous blocked punch. This is facing this way now. Your hands will go to your waist. You're going to step behind into a right forward stance and a low double uppercut. So from here, excuse me, so you've just lunged out. Now you're going to step behind, and then I'm going to switch positions for your benefit. Step behind, block, punch. And this is opposite the direction you start facing. Then stepping behind, double uppercut. Now, grab the fist. You're going to step over with your left foot into a hook stance. As you do that, this is going to go clockwise and do a reinforced elbow strike. Your right hand is reinforcing it. So this is a hook stance, left foot stepped over. Now the right foot is going to step out into horse stance. You're going to switch hands, left hand reinforcing, counterclockwise strike, and then strike behind. So it looks like this. Just come out tail of the dragon. Left foot steps over, strike, strike, strike. Clockwise, counterclockwise, clockwise, counterclockwise, striking behind. From here, you're going to go into a series of bow stances. The hands come together, the feet come together, going back behind you, leaning away from your opponent, toes facing the same direction. Right hand goes down, left hand goes up. Don't get your fingers in the way down here, you're blocking a kick. Block with the palm. Here. Now you're going to switch the other direction. This way, toes facing the same way. Hands together, block. Now step behind to a hook stance, block again. From here, your feet should naturally be in position to pivot into a horse stance. So, from here, feet together, hands together, retreat, bow stance block, shift position, leaning the other way now, good. Step into a hook stance, good. Make sure your feet are in line, blocking once again. This time left hand is high, right hand is low. Pivot, block high with your hand in a fist, left hand chambered, and punch to the stomach. Then one more, leaning away to the left, hands together, blocking like so, and then you'll salute. So once again, this time without changing position, without changing direction, it'll look like this. Right foot again, left foot back, punch. Left foot over, strike, strike, strike. Left foot back, right foot, left foot behind. Pivot horse stance, punch, leaning back, and salute. Let me do it from a different angle. Notice for this part, your foot comes in and then back. I did something wrong there. We'll delete that part.
Blooper reel.
No, I was right, wasn't I?
I thought you were.
I forgot which direction I was facing.
Yeah.
Notice for this portion here, the foot comes together and then back. And that's hung two. Next, for the 6th green, in order to get the green belt, you need 3 new forms, 2 short ones and 1 long. Well, a long one is about 60 moves, but it's a lot of repetition, it's not too hard. The short ones are fairly easy. They're called short form of the Tiger 1 and short form of the Tiger 2. Goes like this. Okay? You begin by going into a horse. Hands go up to waist in a chamber position. From here, you're going to step out with your left foot into a horse stance, like so. As you do so, your hands are simultaneously going to come up in an X block to defend your head, block, and then double block down to defend against kicks coming this way. Hands in a fist, boom. From here, come up and back fist, simultaneous. So from here, 1, 2, 3. Now, imagine this is 12 o'clock again. You're going to take your left foot together and then step out to 10:30, like so, leaning away. Your hands come together, this blocks down and this comes up at a right angle, defending your head. Now, your chest is gonna face this way when you step here. Your feet become parallel in a horse stance. So from here, hands go to waist, double punch out. Open the hands, defensive position, right hand defending the chest, left hand defending here. Grab your opponent's head behind and smash it with your elbow, leaning into a bow stance as you do so. Horse stance, bow stance, toes pointing the same direction, smash with the elbow. Step back, hand up, defending. Right hand goes up to spear your opponent's throat. Then you're gonna roll the hands and hit him on the head. To roll the hands, palms turn in and then out, and then backs of the hands go together, turning in towards yourself, and make a fist. Okay? Like so. All right, let's look at it from another angle. Fairly simple form. Here, hands to waist. 1, 2, 3. 10-30, defensive position. Step, double punch, open palms, defending. Short form of the Tiger 2 is very similar at first. Start out, same moves, hands go to waist. Step out, horse stance, X block, down, double back fist. Here's where it turns different. Step a little bit to the side with the left foot, turn into a left forward stance, and switch hands, right reverse punch. Left hand comes to the waist, right reverse punch. Step with the right foot, same thing, pivot here, right forward stance, left reverse punch. Okay? From here, you're gonna spin on the ball of your left foot. So right here, you're gonna spin on this portion, raise the heel, raise the right knee, spin. As you spin, you're gonna do a series of blocks and then a strike. Forearm blocks, fists closed, 1, 2, and then your strike is gonna be a modified back fist. It's a back fist that snaps out and comes back. 1, 2, 3, like so. So you've come here, step, right reverse punch, step, left reverse punch, raise the heel, raise the leg. Here, try and end up in a forward stance. So you're basically doing a 270-degree turn. 1, 2, 3. Then from here, horse stance, double back fist. Now the left hand first is going to circle block like so, closed circle block, and this right fist comes up by the ear, punch. And that's simultaneous. Boom, punch. Okay, then the right fist circle blocks as the left hand comes up by the ear, punch. Bring the left foot into the right foot, roll the hands just like short form of Tiger 1. So from a different angle, 1, 2, 3, step 4, step 5, spin, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, like so. Now for the difficult one, Lao Gar. Very long, but it's still fairly simple. A lot of neat moves in it. I'll demonstrate from one angle, then I'll explain, and I'll demonstrate from another angle. Hands go to waist. Looks complicated, but it's not as complicated as it looks. You're going to start out with 2 bows, one to the left, one to the right. Hands go to waist. Step out, right foot, left palm. Now normally when we do a bow, the fingers are up. Please, our fingers are straight out, coming across like so. Not too wide. Keep it inside, blocking. Step out, right foot, salute. Now normally when we do a bow, the heel is up. For this it's not, but most of your weight is still on the back. So it's a cat stance with the heel down pretty much. You should still be able to lift up your foot without any problem. Saluting here, hands go to waist. That's 2 steps in a salute, 1 step, 2 step, 3 step in a salute. So, from here, hands to waist, 1, 2, hands go to waist again, 1, 2, 3, salute. Most of your weight on the back foot. Stepping back with your left foot, roll the hands, backs of the hands together, step back with the right foot, come over the top, hands to waist. Now, from here your arms are going to go up and striking down, like so. This can either be a throw, you're grabbing him and taking him down as you bend the knees, or this can be a strike on an opponent that's low. Okay? So, from the hands at the waist, you're going to bend the knees, hands are going to go up, like so, and then coming down, hands go together, fists go together, and the knees will bend, boom, as you strike down. Cross the hands in front, like so, palms open, and strike out. Crane beak, and down. This is catching a foot right here. As you catch the foot, you're either going to throw it or you're going to block his punch. As you step out, left foot, left palm block, left circle block, step in right foot, pivot into horse stance, and strike, like so. That should be smooth and fluid. From here, crane beak, down, block, strike. This hand ends up by the chest. From here, your feet are going to come together and your hands are going to go out as you go out into horse stance to your left. This is a move that will be repeated a lot. From here, horse stance, step, reverse punch. Just as in short form of the Tiger 2. Now here, step with your right foot into a horse stance and forearm block down, you're blocking a front kick. Now things get interesting. From here, you're going to pivot into a bull stance, then back into horse stance and into a bull stance. Here, pivot here. Left palm is out striking, right palm is by the forehead defending. Don't get in your line of vision. Don't block your line of sight. Here. Now here, this time, the hands are together, the fingers are up, the hands are blocking a kick, and the fingers are for striking the eyes. And you do this in a horse stance. Now, pivot into a bull stance again, so toes point in the same direction. As you do so, come out in a defensive posture like so. Left hand is below the elbow, right hand is bent. So once again, you've just come here, back here, step, reverse punch, block, strike, block, block again. So now, step behind with your right foot, step all the way across here into hook stance, and the hand comes like so and blocks. Right palm down, don't let your fingers get in the way of the block. Left hand up. Spin. As you spin, your right hand is going to come to the waist and then strike down to the groin. So, you should be able to, from here, step across with your right foot into a hook stance and then spin into a left short forward stance. Strike with the spear hand. Now you're going to grab the belt, hand comes up here, and this is going to be a simultaneous chop to the stomach and heel kick to the kneecap. Boom, and then retreat, like so. What you're doing, you strike the groin, left short forward stance, grab the belt. This is going to slide down your arm and strike the stomach with the chop. As this, straight leg, pretty much keep the knee straight, heel to the kneecap. Boom, then jump back. Let your right foot go back, left hand, left foot comes up into the cat stance, defensive posture like so. Right hand high, left hand out. From here, both hands come together and go to your opponent's throat. Now your opponent is going to kick, so you're going to pivot down into another hook stance. No stepping, just pivoting, like so. Block his kick, launch a front kick of your own, step, short forward stance, palm strike, palm circle block, back fist to the head. So once again, you've gone from here, hook stance, strike to the groin, grab, double strike, defensive position, spear hand, sink as you block, kick, palm block, and back fist. Now you have a transition point before you do this exact same thing again. For the transition, once again, going out to your left, palms in a defensive position, step with your foot, right reverse punch. Now as you step into a horse stance, this time you're going to grab your right fist with your left hand and do a reinforced elbow strike. Boom, low. Then this opens up like so, striking between the legs. This is in a defensive position by your chest, boom, and then lean into a rolling back fist. Like so. So once again from here, punch, elbow, low, high. 3 strikes. Now you're going to go back here to your left, step, reverse punch, and do that exact same sequence again. Horse stance, forearm block. Bow stance, striking. Horse stance, blocking. Bow stance, blocking. Step behind, block. Spin, strike. Grab the belt, simultaneous strike, jump back. Left cat stance. Hands attack your opponent's throat. Sink, block, kick, block, back fist. Short forward stance. Now this point is a little bit complicated. You're going to be doing stagger steps. So instead of normal stepping, you're going to be almost staggering out to your opponent, like so. A little bit off balance to try and fool your opponent. You're going to, as you do that, you're going to go right foot, left foot into a left forward stance. So instead of normally stepping, stagger stepping, like so. Left forward stance. As you do that, your hands are going to come out slightly separate, as if your hands were loosely bound. They're going to come up, and they're going to go clockwise and then strike out. About 3/4 of a circle clockwise, coming here, 1, back to chest, and out. About 3/4 of a circle. So from here, 1, 2. Try and keep it in tight, don't get way out here. And this is going to diagonally left, so if you're facing 9 o'clock here, you're going to be going, or excuse me, if you're facing, if that were 12 o'clock, you'd be going to 10:30. This is 3 o'clock. 3 o'clock, you're going to be going to 10:30. 12 o'clock is where you started facing at the beginning of the form. 1, 2, diagonal. Same thing, only with an extra step. This way to fool your opponent, to make him think you're going this way, then immediately switch directions. And so right foot, right foot. Looks like this. Right, left, then right, left, right. And this time you're going diagonally this way to 1:30. That's 12 o'clock, that's 10:30, this is 1:30. Okay? This time the hands, once you've gone so with the left hand on top the first time, this time the hands are going to go counterclockwise, strike with the right hand on top. You're striking with the palms here, so get the fingers back, don't get the fingers in the way. So it looks like so. Back fist, 1, 2, striking, step, 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 right forward stance, striking again, this time the right hand is on top. So in slow motion, the hands do this, 1, 2, left hand on top, 1, then switching hands, right hand on top. Now, we're going to go back to 10:30 briefly for a low uppercut, slight step here, pivot to left forward stance, hands come to waist, low uppercut. Slight step back to 1:30, hands come to waist, right hand goes to waist, left low uppercut. This is all done diagonal compared to where you started. Once again from here, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, step, strike, step, over here, strike, almost done. Left hand comes below the right elbow, step out into a horse stance, going back that way. Ridge hand, watch where you're striking, face where you're striking, ridge hand, chop, like so. Once again a reinforced elbow, except this time you're gonna skip. 1, 2, 3. Same thing we did before, reinforced elbow, low strike between the legs, rolling back fist to the head, and when you do the rolling back fist, lean into it. Now, open the hands, bend at the waist, sweep, low, come up, block. Your opponent is down on the ground, you're gonna pivot and strike him down on the ground. Do not step, simply pivot and strike left hand in a defensive position. Once again, stepping out to 1:30 with your right foot into a cat stance, ridge hand. Stepping out to 10:30 with your left foot, cat stance, salute. Now you're gonna end up facing front, 12 o'clock, roll the hands. So the final few moves from skip, strike, boom, boom. Hands go down, up, pivot, strike, ridge hand diagonally, salute diagonally to 10:30, and end up roll the hands, left foot, then right foot, face where you began. That's Lao Gar. That's all the forms that are needed up to the...
Go.
Hello, I'm Sifu Paul Himes. Now we're going to do these self-defense techniques up through 6th green on the TCB curriculum for the Kicks team at Maranatha Baptist Bible College. This is my dummy, or Uke, Jason Enderle, who is almost to a 4th grade currently. He'll be testing for his 4th grade soon. We're going to start out with the very basic techniques. For the 9th yellow belt, you don't need to know any self-defense techniques. For the 8th yellow belt, you need to know the 6 animal self-defense techniques. I will demonstrate those. For each of the animal self-defense techniques, the attacker will go back into left forward stance, palm out, and then he will step in and do the attack, whether it's a punch or a kick or whatever. The defender will stand like this, facing him like so, and then we'll do the technique. The very first technique is the dragon technique, and we use the tail of the dragon. You've seen this in Hung 2, the form. The hands come here, slightly separate, palms facing each other, fists closed, and then stepping out, left block, right hook punch, like so, simultaneous. So the attacker goes back, here, stepping in like so. My left arm blocks his right fist, and this strikes the temple or the chin. Okay? From a different angle. Actually, let's go through all these one angle, then we'll do them all the different angle. So, dragon, very simple. Next technique is tiger. For the tiger, your hands are going to come up in an X block like you've seen in the short form of the tiger 1 and 2 forms. Then you're going to step out, lower yourself, the palms come down, and we'll strike to his chest. Okay? If you get low enough, you can move it. If you lower your center of gravity low enough, you can move your opponent. But at the very least, it should be a strike to the stomach, solar plexus area, or chest. Your attacker will come over the head with a hammer fist, like so. Block, low, sink, sink, then hands to the chest, push him out, like so. Once again, you're just going into a left forward stance. Okay? Third technique will be the crane. For the crane, your attacker is going to do a right front kick. You, the defender, will jump back off your left foot, raise your right foot, right leg, jump off your left leg, like so. In the crane stance, left hand goes down to block, right hand goes up, side kick, left palm strike, right palm strike. Okay? So here, blocking, side kick, left palm strike, right palm strike. One thing, your right hand when you block should be in a crane's beak. The crane's beak is very useful, can attack the eyes, can attack the throat, soft parts of the body. Okay, once again, let's do that once again. From here. Kick, strike, strike. Palm strike, leading in, stepping in with your left foot, then palm strike, letting your hips do the work. Boom. Okay? For the crane technique, you're going to begin by going into the crane stance, which is stomping your right foot, and then the left foot comes out with the toes up. Instead of the heels up like a cat sits, the toes are up. Your hands come in, form the praying mantis hands, and then go out, like so. To do the technique, it's against a straight reverse punch. You'll pivot and block his punch with both of your forearms, like so. Your right hand will sweep his hand out of the way, and your left hand will sweep his hand out of the way, and your right hand will peck. As you do so, your foot goes from here to here, flat again, and then lunging, bending the left knee. Okay? So you begin by stomping into the crane stance, block here, the forearm, sweep this out of the way with your left hand, peck his eye with your right hand. That's the crane. The snake is a little bit difficult. For the snake, you will be jumping forward and slightly to the side. Raise your right foot and jump off your left foot, like so, into a hook stance. Block, palms down, block, block, and strike to the eyes with the snake strike. Meant for the eyes, or you can go to the throat or other soft parts of the body. This is once again against a straight reverse punch. From here, hit, block, block, strike. 1, 2, and then striking. Once again, it's important to defend the center lines. Your blocks should be directly in front of you. Then finally, what's needed for the 8th yellow, the 6th animal self-defense is the leopard. He will come in once again with reverse punch. The leopard likes to twist, so I will twist out of the way without really moving my feet. Twist out of the way, grab with the leopard palm, and then leopard claw, and then strike the leopard palm. This area right here, the fingers are bent, the